All right, let's go. We're going to leave this in, by the way. This is our intro. I know what they're going to do.
Welcome to Opposites Distract. I'm Jared.
I'm Bo.
We're very excited. Bo is back, fresh from his first week on set of a major streaming show for a major streaming network, I should say. Streaming service, I should say. I should say a lot of things, but he won't let me say. Not yet, but we're going to find out.
Well, yeah.
But we're going to find out what a day or even a week in the life of an actor that is, you know,
Not what you expect.
hired for a major streaming service. Very excited for you.
Thank you. It's a lot of fun. Very
Yeah.
tiring, but a lot of fun.
Yeah. And I know you were saying it's not like we expect, so I can't wait to hear what it really is like. Because in my mind, I think it's one thing. Maybe I could say what I think. We're also going to talk about Bo had an epic day of watching a lot of movies at a movie theater by himself. And it wasn't porn for once. And we're going to get into Scream. You know,
Scream 7.
Yeah, 7.
Seventh.
Yeah, who needed, whoever thought we'd get here.
That was, we'll get into that. We don't get into it quickly, but let's just say.
But first, the most important thing, what am I watching randomly?
Epstein videos.
And they are juicy. A lot of redacted stuff. No. Yeah. Bill Gates. Admitted to Russian prostitutes this week, but it's trying to say it's not connected to Epstein. He had like a full-on girlfriend that his wife knew about that he would go see once. Yeah, anyway. So I watched one episode of season 3 of Night Agent.
Yeah. Didn't get you yet.
Didn't get me yet.
It's okay.
I heard it's like a slow burn. I like the first 2 seasons. I know it's good, but I don't know why all of a sudden it felt like I was watching like a really bad episode of Law and Order.
Really?
It just felt cheesy.
I didn't feel that way. No, I like the cast. I like the story. The story's great. The locations are great. It really is.
I don't know why
good.
the first episode didn't get me.
Some of the shows are like that. I mean, you know, Game of Thrones, the first episode wasn't fantastic. Breaking Bad, the first episode wasn't fantastic, was it? I don't remember. I don't think it was. I think it was like, okay.
Well, I don't know. It depends. I mean, there are some episodes. I mean, usually I have a rule. You have to give a show 2 or 3 episodes. I've already watched 2 seasons, and I know I like it. For some reason, season 3 to me just didn't hit.
You want that hook.
The hook. And I just was kind of like, you know, and then, you know, the main character is kind of like, I just want to look for bad people all day.
Tom Hiddleston?
No. What?
Tom Hiddleston and the Night Manager?
No, the Night Agent.
Are these the Night Agent?
Isn't that what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was Night Manager. I think you're talking about
No, Night Agent.
Oh, dude.
We're talking about 2 different things. I was like Tom Hiddleston. No.
I was like, no, it's a good show.
It's the guy who played J.D. Vance in that one movie.
Oh, yeah, I haven't watched it.
Oh, Night Agent's good, but I know I've just told it
the
to
Night
you.
Manager. What all these night?
A Night Agent is different than the Night Asian. That's a totally different thing.
That's more of a ninja.
But when they talk to each other like you're the Night Agent, basically the FBI in real life, apparently, they have a guy that is sitting by a phone 24/7, or at least at night, in case something big goes down. Certain things go down, and they call him, then he arranges for different things.
That's Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people love it. Some people.
I love the first 2 seasons. The 3rd season is just off to a slow start.
You watched the first 2 seasons?
Yeah, first 2 seasons are great.
I think now that you mention it, I think I've watched maybe 3 episodes, and it didn't hit me.
Yeah.
Either. It felt like a they call it procedural.
Yes.
So like, you know, network TV feels a little bit more in this world. It doesn't feel like a limited series.
It does not feel
I'm a limited series guy.
Yes, you
I
are.
like the shows that like you get in, you hit them hard, 6, 8 episodes, and out. No
Right.
season 2 is all you get. They should have done with True Detective season 1, which in my opinion, if you haven't seen it, is the greatest season of TV to ever exist. Season 1, True Detective, Matthew McConaughey, Woody Harrelson. Oh my God.
That was great TV. And the other seasons are okay, but in comparison, I mean, they really started off strong. What's the actress?
Alexander Daddario.
Yeah, very pretty, blue eyes. Back on the market.
She is.
Holler at your boy.
You know, I slapped her butt once.
Did you? Oh, you did.
I accidentally.
By accident. Right.
My wife knows the story, but it was an accident. It was on Baywatch. And boy, did I feel like throwing up afterwards. I was like, oh, I'm getting lost. I just turned too quickly. She was standing there. And then I was like, it's probably just another, you know, nobody on set. Turn on, it's her. I was like,
God.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. She's like, it's okay.
It's okay.
I was like, fuck.
But did it hurt your cause that you were like, when you did it?
I did that later.
You're like, oh, accident.
No, she was very nice.
That's good.
She was very sweet, very nice. She just got a divorce. So Jared, that is your that's your
holla at your boy.
Your red carpet to the big show, baby.
We both had blue eyes. That's something. All right, so I watched Night Agent, which is different than Night Asian, which is also different than the Night Manager, and also different than Night at the Museum, and different than M. Night Shyamalan. There's so many different things.
There's so many nights.
There's even the Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's different than that.
I did finish that. It has
Huh?
a K in front of that night, but yeah, a little bit different.
It does.
That's how you spell it.
Oh, it's like, that's why they not just looks.
I know how to spell. Don't tell my wife. She's like, you can't spell anything.
And the other thing I'm watching, or I only watched seriously the first 10 minutes of Welcome to Derry, Derry.
Yeah.
Jen, our producer Jen, has seen it. Has a lot of buzz. People love it. The first 10 minutes of the first episode might be the craziest 10 minutes of an opening episode. Would you not agree, Jen?
I have not seen it. I need to watch it.
You're watching like, okay, what's going to go on here?
It's a horror, right? It's in horror.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the prequel to It, right? It's how It became It.
Yeah. Pennywise.
How Pennywise became Pennywise, is my understanding. I've only watched the first 10 minutes, so I don't know.
Okay.
But that 10 minutes, I'm like, what am I watching?
Is the ones you had to rewind and watch again?
No.
Or just like,
no.
I got it.
No, you got it, but it's, it's... Yeah, it's and we can insert the clip here, but it's like they're in the car. They pick up this kid that got caught sneaking into a movie for like the 5th time, and they're like, "We'll take you home."
Spoiler alert.
And then while they're in the car, you're like, "This nice family, okay,
maybe not so nice."
Bizarre.
Oh.
Very bizarre, and
check it out.
that is really like a 3 to 5 minute scene, and that is fantastic. Where you're like, okay, this is going to be good.
That's the hook you need.
Oh, I'm hooked. Oh, I'm like, oh, okay, wait. I was so hooked. I'm like, I'll turn it off now, watch it tomorrow. But it's because other things going on.
The Night Agent didn't have the hook. We need
not for season 3.
Welcome to Derry.
So those are the two kind of randomish things that I'm watching.
That's random.
But I want to hear about the most important thing. I keep wanting to say the streaming service, but I won't. A major streaming service. I can't make the noise, can I?
Okay.
No, I won't. You've heard of it. I'll just say I'll say that. You've heard of it. It's a big one.
It is a big one. And that's the reason I'm like, I'm not mentioning the studio. I'm not mentioning where it's streaming. I'm not mentioning my character, nothing. But yeah, got a really, really great, probably one of my favorite roles I've ever been able to play. Booked that last week.
That's the crazy thing.
Dude.
So we want to hear the behind the scenes going from, you audition one day and how long it takes for this one. And then all of a sudden they're like, let's go.
Well, so I audition on a Tuesday. You hear nothing, because you move on. You have 3-4 things you do in a week. Honestly, you kind of forget about. Then,
and for people who don't, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah,
for people who don't know, the modern way of doing it for the most part, unless you live in LA or Atlanta, is you can do most of your auditions from home, if not 100% of them.
100% of them are from home. Even in LA and Atlanta, they changed all that.
It's all home.
It's all home.
And that started since COVID?
Yep. COVID changed all that.
Well, that's great, though, for you.
And in one way, it's great because you can be seen. But another way is, okay, you're not competing against the other 50 people in your town. You're competing against the 5,000 people across the world that are competing for every role.
Right.
Now, the caveat of that is there's a lot more roles because there's so much being filmed. So it's like, I don't know if it's helped or hurt.
True.
I really don't know. But so you get an audition request and like you usually got 2 days. Like you got 6 pages, you got 2 days, you get it sent in. Send it to your agent. You usually don't hear anything because sometimes you'll tape and you won't hear anything for a month. During that month, they've already in their mind booked you, but they just don't tell you. So you're just going about your business on a Wednesday, this 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago. God, no, it's 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, we got it. We're negotiating the contract. I'm like, okay, sweet. When's it going to start shooting? It'll be like probably 2 weeks. Okay, great. You think you got prep time. You hear these stories about, for months I prepared for this role.
Right.
I lost this weight. And sometimes when you're AAA list, you get that. But for the most part, as anyone who's an actor knows, like you pretty much drop what you're doing and go. So they come back, okay, we got the contract signed. This is on a Wednesday night.
Okay.
Thursday, my agent calls me and says, they want you there tomorrow.
Jeez.
And this is in Atlanta. This is going to be for a long period of time. And I'm like, okay. They're like, they're taking care, they're flying you in first. They're got your car ready. Everything is ready to go. The room, everything. Okay. Well, I guess here we go. So hop on plane. They wanted my fitting. So we had to do a fitting. This is the first thing you go and do. You do a fitting. And
I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Because obviously you have a wardrobe. But
well, they got your wardrobe, but then they'll make modifications over the weekend.
They bring in the crotch for you.
They do.
Right.
And they lower the legs.
Bring in the crotch.
And bring in the crotch. This is like half 6 foot of pants
and like a real up there.
Yeah, I like them
So
tight.
flat.
And so you do your wardrobe test, and then you do your makeup test. So they do makeup, like how are we gonna make them look, and then they do your hair test. So like they'll go, how do you want your hair to look? Here's what we're thinking. Let's for character's sake. So that's on a Friday. First day of shooting's Monday. This is where most people don't understand what exactly goes into when you go on set. People think it's like you wake up and you take your leisurely time. Your limo's waiting out front, and you drive to set, and as soon as you land, you get your wardrobe on, you go and you act all day. You come back and they drop it. No. What happens is, from the time you wake up, the night before, you'll get your call sheet. Hey, we're picking you up at 7 a.m. Sounds great.
Okay. Well, usually what time? This depends.
Oh, it depends. The day before wrap. So, like, if they shoot a late night and they're done at midnight, you'll get the email at 2 a.m.
Oh, wow.
And so you'll wake up and be like, hey, we're picking you up at 7. From the time you wake up, it's a rush, like as if you are, as I told you earlier, parachuting on Normandy. They're like, we gotta go. So you get in, you're like, okay, and we're waiting on this person, and we get there, and we get a set. And as soon as you last set, they got escort. Escort takes you, throws you in a trailer. Your wardrobe's here, your breakfast is here. Your breakfast is already waiting for you because you sent your order the night before. You got your wardrobe there, and you're putting them on. Okay, we get you a sound, Okay, you get a sound, get your mic on. Okay, let's get hair, makeup. Hair, every day you get a haircut. Every day.
Wow.
So it won't be a problem for you.
Yeah.
But even facial hair.
Well, still got the stubble.
Well, it takes no
I
time.
would love that.
Every day. And they got some awesome like hairstylists and barbers and stuff. So they'll shape you up every day. You don't have to do anything. Makeup, you don't do anything. Wardrobe. And then you get to your trailer. They're like, okay, just stand by. Okay.
I'm ready.
And then nothing. And then and you go, it's like, hey, do you want a snack? And you're like, what kind of snack we got? And they're like, well, we got chicken quesadillas and we got kebabs. And you're like,
that's a snack?
Give me a kebab. Oh, dude.
That's a great snack.
The food on set, this set particularly, is the greatest I've ever had in my life. Yes. Ever.
Oh, that's the part I'd be the most excited about.
They spare no expense on anything. It is top flight football is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So snacks, you go in your trailer, you got your refrigerator is full, whatever drinks, food you requested, and so you just sit there and you wait and you look at your lines, you kind of fidgety, you're waiting. Hey, it's lunch. It's so anticlimactic because what happens is you're at a fever pitch at 9,000 RPM.
Right.
You're ready to go. You're sharp. You're firing all in.
You're thinking of your lines. You got it nailed. You can't wait. You're thinking how it's going to go.
You're perfectly there. You're lubed up. And then it's just like a whole bunch of just waiting. And then right after lunch, it feels like right after lunch, you're like, and then comes the knock. And then you get, we gotta go. They get you set as if the sun's going down. Keep in mind it's 3 p.m.
Yeah.
And then you get set. You're there, and you see the director, all the actors, high energy. You got your lines. Oh yeah. I'm good to go.
Yeah.
First scene, you will fuck up 100% of the time.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it is the weirdest feeling because you'll say it in your sleep. You got your monologue. You got 7 pages of dialogue. I know exactly how rhythm, bop, bop, bop.
Let's do this.
When the cameras and you're mic'd up and you can hear everything and everyone gets really quiet and then action, you will fuck up.
You're like,
I promise
you're
you.
like, line.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you're like, what? And you look over and there's someone right beside you.
Oh, is there really?
Like right off camera, and they're right here with the script.
Is that how it normally is?
Yeah. Script,
but like if you need it,
script supervisor, yeah.
Because I've seen like clips where they'll show behind the scenes, and then sometimes like you'll hear a speaker, they'll say
that's usually the director on a loud boom.
Oh, okay.
The scripty is probably more passive aggressive about it because what they'll do is when you don't know something, they'll just kind of sidle up beside you and like, your line's right here. Go and see your line. It's right there. Got that. I'm like, oh yeah.
Right.
Okay, I got it. Yeah. Okay, go again, and you'll go through it, and then fortunately, our director is fantastic. Works quick, very quick, as in very few takes, which means you got to be fast.
Can I guess?
Nope, gotta be fast. I'm not even gonna look at you.
Is he over 50?
You gotta know your lines. And you shut up,
no way
dude.
though, for real. No way
up. Would you let me tell my story?
No way.
You're ruining it.
If it is what I think it is, that's amazing.
When you get done, inevitably you get done, and you're like, I didn't do anything that I wanted to do in that scene.
Everything you thought that was going to happen, it didn't go the way you thought.
All the rhythms, because who you're acting opposite of, they didn't fall into your beats. So now you're like,
because they have another thought of what you're going to, you're going to react.
You're playing this mental chess. That's what they say. Acting's reacting because you're supposed to. At first day, first scene, it's always going to be this way. First day, first scene, you don't know what they're bringing. You don't know how you're going to talk in your rhythm. So like, I'm trying to do what I'm doing, but you're also playing playing a different game. You're playing tennis, and you got to kind of go off your people. And so then you have so much effort into this 2-minute take, and then you'll get a few takes, and then it's like, okay, we got it, moving on. You're like, oh, it's like the most anticlimactic thing. You're like, well, is that? And then they'll have someone put a coat on you and come and escort you back to your chair and sit there and shut up. And you're like, and then you look for the next scene to go on to. The fun part about it is you start building camaraderie and a relationship with everyone there. And everyone there is in the exact same relationship, and everyone there is in the exact same pecking order. Pecking order on a set, for those who don't know, is hyper important.
Yes, you mentioned that in the past, and I guess it totally makes sense.
There is a hierarchy as if it was a pack of wolves.
Really?
Yes.
Can you say where you're on the call sheet or no?
I cannot.
Okay.
But I am with.
I know you kicked off the.
They call it A team. Okay. So there'll be A team, B team, C team.
That's kind of rude.
I told you they're not trying to make you feel nice and fluffy.
That's the funny thing about, and this is not political, but like Hollywood, sometimes if it can get the sense of, oh, it's this liberal place, but the way it's actually run, it's a meritocracy.
It's a machine.
It's like we don't care about your feelings.
Good. Yeah,
your stuff needs to make money, or we're not going to hire you again.
Precisely.
And you're like,
precisely.
I mean, it's ruthless.
Oh, it's absolutely ruthless. And so you don't. You don't want to make waves. You want to make relationships. You want to be friendly.
Sure.
You want to be all these things. But at the same time, too, like it's a very cutthroat environment. Like everyone's there for the same thing, and everyone's insecure about it. Fortunately, not for me because I'm so socially unaware. I'm not insecure about anything. I'm like, this is great. You know? And then no one's eating.
Where's my Academy Award? Where's my Emmy?
No one's eating. They're like too nervous. I'm like, you got more than chicken quesadillas? They're like, how are you eating? I'm like, this is 6 chicken quesadillas since the last take. I'm like, I mean, it's here. It's free.
The next thing you're on a roller coaster. You're like, whatever. I don't care. That's not true.
Wait, is that rewrite? And then so you'll do that a couple times. You'll get back to your trailer and you just look yourself in the mirror and be like, this is insane. This is not real. And they'll put you back in the van, take you back to the hotel. You go to your room. You look at the lines for the next night. Get your call sheet for the next day. Yeah, that is a typical day.
That's wild,
dude. Let
me ask you some questions about today.
Listen, I can't talk about
I know specifically.
Anything specific.
Yeah, all right. I already know who the director is. It's fine. I probably don't, but if I do, I'm happy for you. You know, I'm happy for you. This is this thing he does that Brad Pitt does. When the other person's talking, they try to steal the scene. It's fine.
I told you
you're
about
already on a major streaming show. I know.
All right.
Why are you attacking me?
You said I'm Brad Pitting. I just had
you
to
are
get
Brad
some
Pitting
water.
a little bit.
Mom and Dad are fighting.
Don't be saying I'm pitting, dog.
You are pitting.
That's a compliment. He's OG, dude.
Yeah, he is. So the night before, do you know, like, all right, tomorrow we're going to cover just this dialogue?
Yeah.
They don't like spring something on you like, oh, since we got more time, let's go ahead and do the next.
Oh, yeah, they can.
They can. So you got to kind of be ready. I mean, obviously they wouldn't jump like way where no one is prepared.
Yeah, they won't be like, hey, you remember that 12-page monologue? We're going to shoot that now instead. We got the good son. And like, they won't do that. But they will be like, let's get these insert shots. Let's get this one line of dialogue again, from 2 days ago. We just need to set that up again because the mic cracked or, the airplane went overhead. So we gotta catch that again. But they won't do anything that'll be like totally out of left field. You'll know ahead of time in your call sheet what scenes you're doing and what time you should be expected to shoot those.
Okay.
But that does not mean they're going to be shooting at that time. Because if you're shooting at 3 o'clock, you could be 5 o'clock and shooting it. I had one thing that was supposed to be shot at 3 o'clock and it was 9 o'clock at night.
Jeez.
Before they're like, we got pushed to tomorrow because we're running late.
And so when you get to set, because I was thinking about the nerves.
Oh my God.
You had mentioned that I don't know if this is hell true. Were you the first one because it was day one of the whole project?
It was
right?
day one of the whole project.
So
but they had shot probably 8 or 9 scenes before I showed up.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So because at first you thought you might be the first one, like the first words.
Well, when I saw the original call sheet was that. The original call sheet
changed.
Was in the first 5 scenes I was supposed to do one of my bigger scenes. I'm like, oh my God.
I was like, no.
The pressure of this. Now I'm not leading. That's a different level because lead is usually like in every scene. And
right.
So they gotta have everything really, really, really prepped. And that's where it comes into like you hear that film and TV is a director's medium. What that means is ultimately the project is gonna be based on how good it is, based on who that director is, because they will know how to shoot, where to shoot, when to shoot, and know how many takes, and they'll give you the comments to do that. But people who are too about the book and like they just want their words said or whatever, those aren't usually the best directors. The best directors I've ever worked with are those who trust their actor. We hired you to do what you want to do. We hired you because you know you have it in you. Mm-hmm. Get to wherever you need to get to make this scene believable. That's all you really need to do is just make it believable as these circumstances are real in your mind. Just pretend, right? It's people overcomplicate it, but my understanding and every great actor I love says the same thing. It's just pretending the circumstances are real. A director understands that and he knows what shots he wants. He wants this close, he wants this coverage, he wants this wide, he wants whatever the case might be. And your job is to every time perform it. What I like doing is do it differently because like if I do have ideally 3 or 4 takes, I can do 3 or 4 different things. And then in editing,
they can pick what they can
pick what they like,
Okay.
and they can pick what will make it flow better.
Right.
The problem comes in when you do it one way 4 times, they can only use that take. Now, you may have done something with your eye or your lip or whatever, but to do in like a different energy or a different rhythm, it may flow better in the storytelling. You can tell that with a lot of people, and those who don't. You know, I've done some stuff. I'm like, God, I can tell I was just trying to say the words. I was not trying to actually act
Looking
it.
back, you can see that.
Yeah.
Now, would you say on the sets that you've been on, and on this one in particular, that it is like a team, even though it's competitive, because now you're on the same team. Like you got to this point.
Yes.
But do you ever have somebody like you watch somebody else's scene, you're like, whew, that was bad. Or people, you're like, ugh, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But you just don't say it.
But people are, yes to both. So people are on the same team. When you get there, everyone's job is to make you look as good and sound as good as possible. That's their whole job. And it's just your job just to not fuck it up. Okay. Just don't, skirt the script or forget or do something off the wall or do something that doesn't even go in the rhythm of this. Because everyone is rooting for you to do well.
I like that.
Everyone.
So it feels that way. You're not like, oh my gosh,
100%.
everyone's like, oh, you suck. That might be in your own mind.
Yeah,
but
y'all never say that.
like if you nail a scene, people are like, hey, dude, that was good. Or
yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. There's a lot of back scratching, and not a lot of it is genuine because they're trying to get the best performance out of you. So if you did something shitty, they're not going to be like, that was great. They're going to be like, hey, you want another take? And that's their way of saying that was shitty. But no one's going to be a detractor. Not usually. The directors I've worked with aren't like.
There's no James Cameron where they're kind of be a little hard on you.
Right. Well, there's
Although
are
he's
those.
great
There's
director,
Aaron Sorkins. These guys are notoriously strict and stiff on things, but they're also great. That's not to say it's not efficient or proficient. But whatever works.
Sure.
Right. So like if some people can be laissez-faire and trust their actor Scorsese, for example, you've heard the story about Jonah Hill on Wolf of Wall Street, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But a lot of people haven't.
Yeah. Okay. So the story is that Jonah Hill in Wolf of Wall Street was having a problem with this scene, and he was doing like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 takes, and this wasn't working. It wasn't there. So Scorsese, being the goat that he is, says, "All right, everybody take 15, and Jonah, come sit with me." And everyone leaves. Jonah comes, sits right beside Scorsese. Scorsese's just reading a newspaper. Doesn't say anything to Jonah, and Jonah's like nervous. Shaking. I mean, it's so natural. You can't. It's unavoidable. Like you literally be at some point physically shaking. And doesn't say anything. 15 minutes later, Jonah calmed down, and then he just closed his newspaper and said, "All right, you want to have another take?" And Jonah's like, "Yeah." Goes in, gets it right away because it's that nerves. It's so hard to get past it because there's so much pressure, so much money
like
in the line.
Sometimes like the after kickoff or tip off or whatever, people are like, some quarterbacks will sail the ball over the receiver.
Right.
They've made that throw 100 times, so there's no pressure, and then they settle into the game, and it's just then it becomes muscle memory.
Exactly, and that's really what the director's job should be, to get you in that muscle memory of like you're calm, you're relaxed, you just
we're
chill
here
out.
for you.
Exactly, and we're going to get it. Don't worry about it. But this industry is the only thing that you publicly fail in front of everyone repeatedly because you can't really train on your own.
Right.
I've said this many times. Like any other thing, like painting, you can do it on your own. Writing music, do it on your own. Singing, do it on your own. Acting, can't.
Right.
You have to have some other feedback, and therefore you're publicly failing a lot. And so when you're doing that in front of very high caliber executives and directors and actors, that will get in your head more than you could possibly imagine. So I guess the thing of it is to try to stay as relaxed and as calm as possible. Don't have a ton of caffeine. Just try to keep your heart rate as low as possible because as soon as you go up, it's going to jump 30 beats a minute.
Yeah, I'm sure. As soon as they're like,
it'll
action.
just Or right when you sit in your seat, and you got everyone coming in and touching you up, final looks,
and you always feel watching. That's the part that would just like. I guess after a while, you don't.
This crew is so good, but it is I'm not kidding, probably 400 people.
Oh my gosh!
It is so big. When I saw the whole, I couldn't believe it. I was like, are these fans? What is, and like, this is our whole crew for this series.
Wow.
And everyone has different jobs. You would love this because he loves food. There's something called Crafty. You've heard of this, right?
Yeah, a craft food table.
Yeah, but it's not a table. This set, when you go in, it's a pantry the size of this room.
Yeah.
That's every snack, every drink,
gosh.
hot food, anything you want at any time of day. I'm talking like baskets of all your favorite candy, all your favorite whatever.
I would love that.
Is this heaven?
Dude, and it will lull you to sleep because you be like, oh, this is great. And then you're eating, it's like, all right, we're going
like tomorrow. It's the scene where you're swimming. You're like,
wait, there's
take
that,
your shirt off.
or there's things like you eat something that's not going to settle well,
or your breath stinks,
or you got gummy candy in your teeth, and you're trying.
Yeah,
Can we get a flosser? That's the fun part about it.
Now, before you got to set, I find this part fascinating. Obviously, you're not going to say what it is. You shouldn't. But did you know exactly how much you're going to make on this? Mm-hmm. It's not like an hour. It's like that's negotiated for the entire shoot, unless is there any caveats like, well, if it goes over a week or so, or
there's a few ways. I'm going to tell you my contract specifically, but there are a few ways with contracts how they work. They will do daily, or they'll do weekly rate, or they'll do episodic rate, or to do the whole run of the shoot, like the whole run of the series. And based upon where you're at on that table determines what your rate's going to be and determines how good your team is at either bumping it or what the case might be.
see.
So like so there's series regulars, which these are the guys who will be, if there's 10 episodes, they're in all 10.
Okay.
And then there's the guest stars. Guest stars are below that, and those are the ones who are in like 4 or 5 episodes. And then there's co-stars, and then there's day players, and then there's like, background. So there's, again, the hierarchy is very important. And this is something most people don't know, but even when you go on set, the trailers are organized based upon who's on the call sheet and the hierarchy.
Oh.
So like you'll have your hair and makeup will be here. Right beside of them, stars. Right beside them, the other series regulars. Right here, guest stars. Right here, co-stars. And all the way down. I think once you get past co-stars, you don't get a trailer.
Seriously?
Seriously.
You're kind of like left to fend for yourself in the elements.
Right. So good luck. So yours was in Savannah?
Mine was at home. No,
that's cool. So I like that.
No, we're shooting in Atlanta.
So no, I know. I'm saying your trailer was in Savannah. Anyway, it's a bad joke. If it's a Georgia joke, like you weren't really on set. They're like, well, you got to Uber in.
See.
Are you in? How many episodes are you in? Can you say? 10?
Can't say.
More than 10? That wouldn't even make sense.
1,000.
I know we're running short on time, but I know you had a date where our producers are giving us because they keep us on track. But I find this fact. I can talk about this all day.
Me too. Because most people don't know a lot of this.
No, I don't. And I'm like, to me, it's just so fascinating.
Yeah.
It's pulling back the curtain behind the scenes.
Well, another last thing on this is the fact that when you are negotiating a contract, your team, your agents, managers will negotiate a contract. Their whole goal is to get you as much as possible and get as many little caveats as possible. Writers, as we call them. So like, as opposed to being in a double wide, you're going to have a single all by yourself. You're going to have, this car is going to pick you up and you got this suite. And so all these little things make your stay easier. Now, I'm still shooting the series. I still have weeks and weeks to go. But I came back because I had the yesterday and today off. I didn't have any scenes to shoot. That's where yesterday became my high school adventure all over again, which we can get into. But so
I want to hear about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, normally you may work 20 scenes in a day. You may have none. It just depends on how their shooting schedule is. And so this was the case. I had 2 days off. So I'm like, okay, well, yesterday I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I already have my lines ready. I'm ready to go. There was a sweet theater like a mile from me. I'm like, let's go to the same movie. First movie I saw, go see it. How to Make a Killing.
Okay.
Glenn Powell.
You love that guy?
John the Baptist. Look, I'm trying to get his ticket sales up because in Hollywood would see, hey, there's really a market for this guy. Let's get more like him.
Let's get one similar, yeah.
So How to Make a Killing, great. Fun, Margaret Qualley, funny, original, great movie. Go and see it. I'm like, I'm hungry. Let's get out of here. So I want to go get a burger across the street.
Yeah. You love a good burger.
I love a good burger. Come back in. No one's at the gate.
Oh.
Don't have a ticket for this one.
Oh, I like how you support Hollywood that way.
Well, I bought my first ticket, and plus I'm like one of the Regal Platinum members, which is unlimited movies.
Oh, that's true.
So
it's already.
I'm already paying for.
You don't need to go do the thing every time.
No. Yeah. No. So I go see Psycho Killer.
I haven't heard of it.
Exactly.
Okay.
No bueno.
You skip. It's a skip. Hard skip.
Yeah, dude. I was just not even paying attention. It was just not good.
Okay.
Don't go see it. It's
so
like
it's your second movie of the day at the theaters. Okay.
And then I really want to see the new Scream because it came out that night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, we got a 640 showing a Scream. Let's go get another burger. So I went across
It's like the
street
fat man's day right there. I love that.
Same restaurant.
Like, weren't you here earlier?
Set
Like,
across from
like a
where I
mustache
was
and
previously sitting.
Yeah.
I was like, it's like deja vu. And then and then go back over to see Scream, and that's what we'll lead off.
All right, Scream 7. Yeah. Just go ahead and give you the headline. The lowest rated Scream movie so far on Rotten Tomatoes. It just came out, so more will come in, which typically means it will dip. It should get lower.
And that's off like opening night or like opening week.
Yeah, and some of the critics, they get the pre-screeners and stuff. So a lot of the it's not really this fan reviews yet as much as more critic reviews, like top critics. They don't like it. Although I can't see any sort of critic.
Deja, if you don't stop flashing the numbers,
just doing my job.
That's what we told you to do. How dare you? Oh, it's the middle finger. Hey, do you have an engagement ring on?
No. Maybe next year.
Oh, okay.
Side note, I just saw a little diamond on there. A little blinga.
We're paying her too much. She's just flashing bling now.
That's right.
Haha.
Just blowing it on
She
jewelry.
can barely put her finger up how big the diamond is. No, but to me, if I encapsulate Scream the franchise, I'm not against it.
Yeah.
After the first one,
You got it.
I got it. It was freaking awesome.
I got it.
The first one was so great. And then, it was cool to bring it back and all this stuff. You're like, what are they going to do with it? But 7...
I've seen enough.
And I'm not against, because like Fast and the Furious, somehow they make the new ones work and they make $1 billion to $1.5 billion.
Well, they make money, but as far as like quality goes,
this is insane.
What? Like we're putting cars in space? What happened to street racing?
I know. There's one where they're in the Antarctica. Yeah. And there's an atomic submarine coming up through the ice. And I'm like,
and they're driving cars between high rises and like jumping and like massive gaps.
Like landing on a helicopter somehow.
Oh, dude. It's really
But
bad.
they make $1 billion to $1.5 billion, so they're going to keep making them. But Scream 7, you saw it. What'd you think?
Not good.
Hard pass.
Spoiler alert, okay? Major spoiler alerts, okay? I don't like how, I think it was Deja mentioned, they're turning this Scream guy into this Jason Voorhees unkillable dude.
Without any explanation.
Without any explanation. It doesn't say, oh, he's wearing a bulletproof vest. Oh, he, had military training. Oh,
or he landed in like some nuclear vat and then he all of a sudden is indestructible.
Right, no, yeah.
That would make sense.
Has tough skin. No, none of that. And the bad guys... Spoiler alert. The bad guys in this is like a fucking housewife and a mental institution ward. Like, what?
So they have 2 Screams.
And that's the thing. A lot of times they'll think it's only 1, but then at the end they reveal there's actually 2, and that's how the first one kind of got their hooks on people. But this was literally like a blonde housewife from way back when the original ones who like turned mental, never get a reason why, other than the fact she just didn't like Neve Campbell's character. And
women can be crazy.
Crazy girls are crazy because they're crazy.
She was shot like 5 times with a 9mm, stabbed probably 20 times.
Yeah.
Not even limping.
No biggie.
I'm like, what is happening? And then just, torturing the little girl, like, oh, I'm gonna make you feel like if you're gonna do it, just do it.
Right.
Just okay, now moving on. It's just like this whole just enough time for the girl to get her hand free and headbutt, and then it's just like this is elementary as humanly possible.
Okay.
Like the first one was great.
Love the first one. Drew Barrymore, the first opening scene, she's only in it for the first few minutes.
You like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
I don't know.
Spoiler alert, came out 30 years ago. But, it gets the phone call and the creepy voice and all
they
the
brought
stuff.
back Courtney Cox. They brought back Neve Campbell. I guess they thought this was going to be like here we go, we're going to bring it back again. If one person in that town had any bow and arrow gun that was bigger than a 22 or knew how to use it, the guy would be dead. The girl would be dead. Instead, you got everyone walking around with a revolver. Like, we've got 5 shots and it's all we can get for. Go get a 100-round magazine for a AR-15 or AK-47. You're
Game
safe.
over.
Game over. The town wins. There's not a cop. There's not a SWAT team. There's no one with a gun that has anything since 1970. There's no 65 Python from whatever. It's just like this. It made no sense.
It insulted your intelligence.
Exactly. And I knew what was going to happen before it happened. I don't like that. I
don't either.
I don't like when I'm
it's
like.
It's one thing if you're like trying to figure something out, like it could be this, could be that. When you're like, it's the opening scene. You're like, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. This, and you just wait for it.
Precisely. And that's what this was. I know the Scream has a big following because I know people love seeing the Ghostface killer. We had him in our rundown for the most famous killers. Right? He didn't do too well because he's just
it's a dude with a mask.
At the end of the day, it's a dude with a hunting knife.
But not Michael Myers, where they're like indestructible, or Jason, or pretty much Jason Voorhees, where they
Jason Voorhees is absolutely destructible, or Freddy Krueger, or any of these guys who are dead. But like Pennywise, they have these.
You're not sure like how they
elements.
can do it. This is just some dude.
There's no supernatural element at all. It's just some begrudged housewife and some dude.
It's pretty supernatural. You ever dealt with like a really angry housewife?
I think that shooting with a gun would probably make them second guess their choices.
Maybe.
And this one's not even limping.
Well,
shot in the chest.
They're
not
so
even
evil,
limping.
dude.
Just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's like, what is going on?
I
don't like that. Like, we need to make horror films great again. There's some great ones out there. This is not one of them.
Okay.
Hard pass.
Is it entertaining at all?
No.
Okay.
No.
Out of 10 stars.
2. Just because it's a movie in a great movie theater and it was free.
Yeah.
Because I didn't pay
so
for
it could have been, they just showed the credits the whole time, like, I give it a 2.
Yeah. I mean,
you're out of the house.
Exactly. I'm like,
it's your third movie of the day. You got 2 hamburgers.
And I started off with a great
gut. Get ready to shoot those turds out.
And just a bag full of candy.
Heck yeah, dude.
That's
a 2. It's 2 walking in.
It's a 2 walking in.
Yeah.
And it's probably didn't go down from there. I was like, I will say though, the theater was packed, and there was some hilarious people in that theater. Like the comments they were making. Fun of it? Yeah.
Okay.
The comments that were being made. Like I think there was like this gay black guy behind me. He was so funny. I couldn't even listen because he's like, oh hell no. He's like, that's nasty as hell. Like, I'm like, oh my god, this and everything. His beats were right on. I was like, I turned around. I was like, dude, you're hilarious.
That's the best.
Yeah, and he's like, thank you. You know, I was like, dude.
So he was a gay country black guy, like super country, or that's
No, he won country. He won country.
Oh, like, oh, just that's the accent you gave it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
That's exactly what he was
No,
doing.
the best is watching anyone who reacts legitimately to feeling nervous or scared in a movie. Not to the point where if they're doing it like trying to get laughs, you're like, oh, come on, you're ruining it. But where they're like scared.
Yeah.
That's
I
like the
love that.
most fun.
I love that. The most fun theater to be in is a really scary horror film that's packed with all African Americans.
Let's be honest about it.
That's the truth. That is it's so awesome. And
Yeah.
that's what this was for me. I was like, that's why it was 2 stars. Like the guy behind me got one of those stars.
Yeah.
Like he was
He was one of the 2
One of
stars.
the 2 stars.
He should be
So
leader.
find that guy.
Yeah,
He's great.
Yeah, I remember seeing The Conjuring.
Oh,
and it
yeah.
was probably, which is like a legit good horror movie in my opinion, the first one. And there's a group of African Americans, and they were just like, I ain't messing with the devil. I mean, they're like telling you,
Yeah.
like, don't go in there. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
white girl, and you're
Yeah.
like, and it's just funny. It makes it more fun.
It makes it more fun.
and if
you're
you,
in a
if,
community
and as a white
together.
guy, if you did it, you'd be like, don't go in there. People are like, shut up, you idiot.
Exactly. Or if I even try to talk to you at all, you're like, shh.
Yeah, that's the face I'm in.
I'm like, what? I've just said I know this actor from
I'm like,
this
no,
thing.
don't stop.
Stop talking or breathing.
I'm sorry I'm racist towards you in movies. Because
It's
the
okay.
color of your skin, I don't let you talk.
I know.
Because you're not entertaining, okay?
Well, I try to
Are
be.
you adding to it? No, that's the thing. You're trying to be. I
know.
That's the difference.
I just try to engage.
I'm
with
very
you.
happy for you, Bo. You know that. I've been telling that for 8 years.
appreciate it, buddy.
I think this
We're having
is
a good time.
You've had success already, but I think this is going to be a.
I appreciate it. It's
Boom,
been
a
a lot of
launching
fun, and looking forward to continue shooting. I did come back just to do this podcast because our fans demanded it.
yeah.
Demanded I come back.
And your director is Weird
I
Al,
see.
Weird Al Yankovic.
How did you know?
Weird Al.
It's actually Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman. Nice.
So
He just got
You
divorced.
know-
He got to keep all his Michael Jackson
you
stuff.
know it's going to be a good one.
That's going to be awesome.
Corey's director.
All right. Until next time.